G'day everyone, welcome to Xrissart. I'm Chrissy, thanks for joining me. Hello, just make sure that all picture and audio is okay before we start. Just one moment. There we go, that's there. Okay, pop out my chat. It's all there, ready to go. Okay. First of all, just wanted to say hello to everyone before I start. G'day Rob, hello, how you going? Wendy, thank you. Wendy, g'day Wendy. Janice, Heidi, thank you so much. And to this working stream where I'll be continuing with my Queen of Diamonds. Her name is Evangeline. And I'm just going to continue where I left off. So, and first of all, I just wanted to say thank you very much to Wendy, who's moderating, and please subscribe to her channel. All the details are in the description box below. I just want to say, oh, g'day Peggy, g'day Nanette, hello, how you going? All right, I'll get stuck into it, and please ask questions, and I don't mind what kind of questions they are. Well, you know how it is. What can I say? So I don't want to move past the eye, and I think it's close enough. I think so you can see. Hopefully, I won't get my recording camera's not going to record my hair. It seems that I always get bad footage on that side. So just get my reference photo. All right, here we go. And I'll just zoom into my reference. See, her eye's wrong already. I can see that it is already. Hope everyone's week has been okay. Hope everyone's week's been okay. Mine's been quite a bit hectic. So, but that's all right. We like that sometimes, don't we? Demetra, good day or evening or night, guys. I just came to say hello. I'm going to sleep. It's 3 a.m. in the morning. Oh my gosh. Oh well. Thank you so much for popping by. All right. Also wanted to talk about, I've got this new sharpener that I wanted to try out so you can see. So it's by Brunsale, and it's a very expensive sharpener. It's a very expensive sharpener, so I'm always trying. When I say expensive, for me, it cost 17 Australian dollars just for that little thing. Thinking, I wonder if I've spent. I wonder if I feel like I've been ripped off actually. But anyway, we'll see. Okay, when I first started, who was the one who asked that question? Oh, you did. When I first started using PanPastels, I used the soft tools. That was and the thing that I found using them was, in the beginning, was I wanted to get to the details, and I was struggling with the details. And I was for a long time, and I was just trying to figure out, I wonder how we can, how can we make those, how can we find tools that will give me the detail that I want. And that's how, I found the brushes to help me get those details. And of course the pastel pencils, look, I mean, I'm using, these are fantastic for details. I'm just looking for a particular colour here. Looking for a, there it is. This is not white. Hello Silky, how you going? Okay. The Cume sharpener, yes, I have, Janice. I like it, but I think what happens, it's probably better for coloured pencil than it is for pastel pencil. The only reason why I say that is because I always want the pigment part to be short and not for it to be long, if you know what I mean. I don't know how to like, I want it to be more like that, and the Cume makes it look like that, you know, so that's why. But yes, no, damn good sharpener, that one, absolutely. Yeah, yeah. Just trying to figure out her eyes looking a bit wonky for me, so it's not quite comfortable with that at the moment. Yeah. And the colours, there are certain colours that because the eye is so tiny here, I have to work with extra sharp you get she's giving me the stink eye. Oh dear, oh dear. Yes, yeah, she's giving me the stink eye. How long did I find? How long? Okay. With how long did I find the pastels before finding Pastelmat? Probably, I would say. I'll just repeat that question for the people that are in the replay as well too, if they wanted to watch that in the replay. How long did you work in pastels before finding Pastelmat paper? Okay, and how did you find out about it? I worked on Xrissart paper for a while, and probably for about maybe a year or so when I took up pastels. But then I quickly found Pastelmat because the shop that I would get my art supplies from would always, you know, he'd see dollar signs on my forehead as I walked in, and so he says, "Now, Chrissy, have you tried this paper?" And I go, "What's that all about?" And he says, "Well, it's Pastelmat. It's a funny surface, and you know, you should give it a go." And I said, "All right." And so I you know, told me what it was available in, and well, I was hooked ever since, haven't I? So there you go. Hello Kathleen, how you going? Welcome. Something about this eye. Yes, you know, just yeah. That's interesting, Heidi. Yeah, the sharpener. Yeah, and that making the point long. Well, it's because it's soft. That's why I'm a bit funny about it. I don't know. Because I want that point all the time with the pastel pencil. And if you keep on sharpening it, you might sharpen, you know, too much of your pastel, you know. Yeah. just trying to get this line out. I don't like that bottom eyeliner, and I'm using my kneaded eraser. Not sure. Yeah. Okay, so it's here. And the reason why I'm not going to move away until I get this eye right is because I'll be looking at this for such a long time, and I'll keep on looking at this eye, and it'll be annoying me the whole time, and I won't be able to work through my painting. So that's why I try to get that done properly. So I don't want to bore you people, that's the only thing. Yeah. Wow, that is, wow. I don't know if you saw that. Wow, look at that. That is so cool. There's always a thing about having sharp pencils, whether it be colour or pastel or graphite. Is my French grey. I keep on sharpening until I get the point I want. Yes, I will. I don't know if I'll break away entirely from pastels, Wendy, because it's something like it's now my thing. I think now it's my thing. I always say oils are, but it seems like pastels have become my thing. But yes, I'll always play around with other mediums. One that I'd really like to master is watercolor. And you know, that's something which I really want to master, is the watercolor. And it works totally different to pastels, doesn't it? Yeah. And of course coloured pencils. Coloured pencils, yes. Definite. Oh, look, that's wonky. This is how forgiving these pastels are. I can just go over if I've gone. I can just go over certain bits. She's got a gold. Got something here. Oh, Nanette. Yeah, you would, and yeah, I was working in watercolor, thinking of you trying. Yes, okay, all right. You know that. All right, I will. I will. I will do watercolor, and I will do it on stream, because you know me. If anything's going to happen weirdly, it'll be on stream. For sure. Watch me squirm. Oh yes, that's also I wanted to mention as well. You know what? This is a lovely colour. It's in the grey family, but it's like a blue grey. Like it's almost like well, it's more blue than grey, but it's Brunsales 78. I really like that. Yes. Oh, and just to let you know, and I will put a notification, Wendy and I will be doing a conversation with on our next live stream. And you know what, Nanette? I might even play with watercolor on there. How about that? Oh my gosh. Why did I say that? I think I got myself into trouble by saying that. But yes. I hope I can see it live, yes. Oh, hello, Miguel. Hello, sweetheart. How you going? How you going, my darling? Yes? Just trying to put a bit of life into the eyes. That's what I'm trying to do. And make them look proportioned, which this bit here does not look. Yes, it's giving me this lovely point. I actually really like that. But that's because the blade is new. I understand all of that stuff. This bit doesn't look right. This bit doesn't look right. I think. Yep. Oh gosh, I've just realised my hair's in this. It's annoying. It's annoying when you've worked so hard on some footage and you want to get a particular angle. All you see is hair. Oh, it's just... I get so involved with the painting sometimes and then I just forget that I'm recording. So it just goes to show how good a video camera is. So for those who are wanting to, you know, film their work, something to invest in if you can. A video cam is cool to do that, because I know we talk about art a lot, but sometimes those, I think sometimes who you know, want to film their work might want to consider the camera. Hello Jacqueline, hello, how you going? Did I say hello to everyone? I did say hello to everyone, didn't I? Okay. Just explaining my process here with what I'm doing, particularly like with the whites of what we call it, the whites of the eyes. I can't call it the way Will. So, yeah, Seclera. It's one of those. Seclera. I call it the whites of the eyes. I'll get used to saying it the proper term. But what I'm doing here is noticing that the white is not white, and so therefore I'm chopping and changing all the time. It's almost sometimes like a bit of a French grey as well, the tones that are in it, and just trying to get it as right as possible. Yeah, the eyebrows aren't quite right. I need a darker colour. Where are you? Here we go, I think this is the one. Just want to make sure that, and thank goodness for that kneaded eraser, but I'm very gentle not to destroy the tooth of the paper. I want to be able to layer as much as I need to, and although we all know that Pastelmat is such a fantastic paper that you can layer a lot, I still don't want to destroy the tooth as I'm doing it. Yeah. Yeah. This eye is not right. If you're looking at it front on the left side, her eye's not right. So I have to fix that. I just wanted. Yeah, no, that's okay. She does. She does look like a male, but she won't, because her face will soften up when I yeah, this bit here. Something not right. It's just not right. Yeah, it's not right. This bit is touching. This bit here is touching. So fine. The face is small on this one. Oh. Pencil dropped, excuse me. Luckily it was only a small one, not a big one. Yeah, she does. She's aiming, Janice. Yeah, she's aiming. Yep. Yeah, she does. Something up here. Something here. Okay, here we go. I think I've got that. Okay. Kaylee, Kylie. That would be Kylie Savalianos. Kylie. It's a nice way to spell Kylie. I think, is that correct, Kylie? Did I pronounce your name correctly? Hello, by the way. Welcome. I love it. Oh, okay. For the who is new that we haven't seen here, Kylie. Yeah, Kylie. If there's any questions, please ask. Please don't be afraid to ask questions. And a lot of people in the chat already know a lot of things about pastels and art, and they could probably answer questions for you as well. This goes up here. It's that way. Oh yes, that's better. And that. Nah, it's like Kaylee. Oh, okay, I gotcha. All right, Kaylee. Something wrong. Something wrong. Something wrong here. Say that again. Not sure. Not sure. Is it Cretacolor? I have to extend the eye just a little bit further here. That's why I've done that. Wow, Kaylee, your mum is an artist. What does she like to do? What does she like? What does she like to paint and draw? That's cool. Here. she paints a variety of things. She mostly paints animals or things to do with religion, like churches or Jesus. Oh, lovely. Sometimes a little speck can make all the difference when you I find it just that little dot just helps it, so I just keep on working it until I'm happy with it. I might have to move away from this a little bit if I'm not getting it, and then I can always come back to it and fix it. The eye's not exactly the way I like it, but Miguel, all of you are my favorites. Heidi, you're talking about an underpainting. I think what I like to do when I'm working on this is to go through sort of like an underpaint. It's sort of like an underpainting, but it's just mapping out my areas so I don't lose my place, and then I just build up from there. That's how I like to work. Yeah. It'd be interesting. How does everyone else like to work? Do you all do the same thing? What's that? Oh, is Miguel's? Yes, he is single. He's he lives in Victoria at the moment. He's an Australian soldier. That's what he is, an Australian soldier. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I like the underpaintings too. Nanette, you like the underpaintings as well? Okay, Silky. Is it Silky? Yeah. Okay, Silky. Thank you for popping by and saying hello. Always appreciate your time. It's nice for gardening. We've still got lovely weather. Thank goodness. Okay. I'm going to leave her eyes for the time being. Just for the time being. I will come back. Yes, Nanette, you like to map things out. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay, Kaylee. Okay, thank you for popping by. Nice to see you. You're always welcome. Okay, I'll I'll leave this for the moment, and I'm going to continue on with the face here and see if I can get into some of the hair, and then that's her hand there. So I'll continue with that. I'll just put these aside for the moment, so, and definitely come back to those. Oh, g'day Debbie. Hello, how you going? How you going? Okay. All right, Debbie. Yeah. Okay, Debbie, that's great. Okay, well, it's cooling down here, so here. And no, face is not done. Not at all. Yeah, not yet anyway. And that's the process, you see. And I'm mixing. I just want to make sure that you can see me mixing colours. Oh, you can't see that bit. Maybe I'll do that. Okay, here we go. All right, that's better. I have these two brushes. I've also some brushes have come in which actually I'd like to share, and I'll share them a little later on. And I've been playing with them as well to see what effects I can get for certain things. So I'll share that in a little bit. I just want to concentrate on getting this lady's face in. See, now I don't think I'll ever go away from not using brushes the way I paint now. I think that's, at the moment, that's how I feel, because I mean, it's slow. It's not like working with the soft tools, but I'm just enjoying this process. Oh, and here's a question. I received a question from one of my art friends not long ago, a few days ago in fact, asking about painting. This artist wanted to paint loose, and all what happened was a great big mess. She felt like it was a great big mess, and I love painting loose, but I don't but when I paint loose, I want to be able to make the whatever it is that I'm the subject, I want it to look like almost realistic, but painting loosely. And I think that's such a very nice thing to be able to do, to paint loosely and still capture, you know, the realism in the subject. And I just like to see what your opinion is on this, because with my opinion, in my opinion, I think in order to be able to paint loosely and successfully, I feel that you've got to be able to paint tightly first, or understanding the principles. When I say first, is understanding making the strokes work. So for example, so my opinion is, I think that you should be able, if you know how to paint tightly first, then you can actually accomplish painting loosely. Because if you make say for example, I'm painting very tightly at the moment. So say where this shade here is, you want to be able to make like one brush stroke, and you want that brush stroke to count, and you're not going to touch it again. Do you see what I mean? So I'll be interested to see what your opinions are about that, because I'd love to be able to paint tightly one day, successfully that is. Yeah. So what are your opinions on that? It's interesting. Her chin, all this bit here is dark. The reason why I prefer to mix on I mix on both, but I like to be able to see the colour before I actually make the stroke on here, or thereabouts. And because pastel is so forgiving, I can, I can adjust as I go along. But definitely I like using this method for me. Just making sure that I'm getting the colour right. That's right. Nanette, thank you for... Yeah, what's that? I'm what? Huh? What? Say that again. Okay. Yes, I agree with you, Nanette, as well. Composition's got to be right too. Yeah, you can't just willy-nilly, Yeah, definite. Yeah. And see, that was interesting about, I like that question, why, mixing colours on the surface or on another bit of paper. I was just about to say something, left my head. Yeah, I had the answer and the answer just flew out of my head. Yes, Nanette, with proportion as well. That's really important too. Yeah. Gosh, wouldn't that be lovely to be able to paint loose strokes and just go, and there it is, you know what I mean? Oh, gosh, love that. Yes. I'll have to repeat that one because that's very good too. I love being able to look at a piece up close and see all the tiny details, but still I'm still always envious of people that can paint loosely. They seem to have so much more freedom in paint. Yes, yes. Yeah. I'm repeating these lines, these comments, is that for people that are coming in who are viewing these afterwards, they get to know what we're talking about when I'm answering something, because I just think these are really important. I love this lady's face. Her hair is going to come over this, so I'll just do this just for the time being. And I'm going to use this colour here, turquoise shade, in the face and the shadows. My reference doesn't have that, but that was one of the reasons why I was redoing this card, is because the reference didn't show any. It was just almost, it looked like the light was just hitting front on, and you couldn't see any any shapes or anything like that. So I'm going to do that, but very light, very careful how I place them. It's also good for desaturating. Janice, no. When I find a reference, it varies actually. It varies. I don't. It varies. This one, I've just. This is the lady as she is. She's actually got the bow and arrow, but she doesn't have wings, so I've added the wings behind her. But I haven't chopped and changed hair and all of that. Not in this one, but I did change it with my King of Hearts. I just used his face, and I used another reference for the body. So I think it varies. It varies on the look that I'm looking for in a particular subject. Good question. I like that one. Yeah. Oh. Okay, Debbie. Thank you for popping by. I'll be here for a while, so talk soon, I'm sure. Yeah, so my King of Hearts, it was just his head and someone else's body. Yeah, so it does vary, but most of the time is when I find the reference that I like, it's usually that it's whole. And this one has come out of Deposit Photos. This reference. That's where I pay a subscription. And it's royalty free. All good, Janice. This is slightly. Just so you can see. I find that this turquoise desaturates, which is so nice for shadows. And I think I need it a little bit more here. The another colour for shadow which is really good is the violet or purple. Do you find that your confidence wavers from medium to medium? Yes. Yes, it does. Because like for example, before I started pastels, my confidence in using pastels was, you know, I didn't have much confidence, and I had more confidence in painting with oils. Now I haven't painted with oils for quite a long time. I mean, like big projects, you know. So I'm not as confident anymore, and I'm more confident with this medium, the pastels. Or does it stay the same? And only waver if it's an unfamiliar medium. Yeah, if it's unfamiliar medium, of course. The subjects, or if it's an medium, and subject to subject. Subject to subject, actually, that's quite interesting, because I used to think that I had trouble with animals, and so as opposed to humans and animals, I thought I would have had I would have struggled with that, and I did in the beginning. So I think it's the medium still. It's the medium. It's the confidence in using your medium. It's not so much the subject for me. Good question, I like that. Nanette, you and me both with acrylics. But I want to not be afraid to use, not so much, no, afraid is not the right word, confident. I want to be confident in those too. You know, like for example, like, you know, all of a sudden you decide, oh, well look, wouldn't that, you'd look at a particular subject and you'd go, gee, that would look nice in acrylics, and then it just doesn't look good because you're not so confident. So that's the reason why I want to be confident. That's like watercolor, you see, which brings me back to watercolor. No. What are ATCs? Nanette? Please explain. Another thing I'm scared of is gouache. Yes. Gosh, that's even scarier because, you know, once you apply, once you it's very hard with to layer because you could, you know, it's like it's reworkable when you add the water again. Well, it depends upon the gouache, maybe, yeah. But okay. Yeah. Artist trading cards. Oh, hello, Debbie, you're back. Hello. Back, hopefully, for the rest of the stream. Okie dokie, welcome back. Artist trading cards. Okay. I just found out that pastel pencils work great over acrylic paint. I experimented, and that's it. Experiment. Love experimenting. Trading cards. How do we get into that? How can we get into that? Does anyone else do ATCs? I've been having a lot of fun with them. Yeah. How does one get involved in that, Nanette? You go buy some. But isn't... And Hello, Steve. How you going? When I'm having trouble doing loose paintings, I just go to the mirror and look at the luggage under my eyes. Can't be that bad. Oh, I just paint them. Some people trade them, some sell them. I just like the small format. You know what? I'd like to do that. How do I get involved in that? Does that mean I do like a little one and then I send it off to, and I trade off with one of my art friends? Is that how we do it? That's actually quite nice. You end up having a nice little bit of artwork from that person, like original artwork. Mm. Mm. Okay, I might. Wendy was just saying to me that she's put a link in for the ATCs. I might check it out later. Now this person that I'm painting her lips like a pink. I don't want to use pink. I want to make her as natural looking as possible. So they're the colours that I'm using. This is going to be, her lips are a bit wonky here, but there's going to be, the arrow is just crossing in front of her lips, so I'm just going to leave that space. I don't want to do anything with the tooth there. And just want to adjust certain things here with her nose. Putting in certain highlights. Hello, Ramel, welcome. Looks like she's got her nose punched in. I think I should do something with that. I think that area is not good. Hello, Brenda. Welcome. Okay, the good question, Steve. Originally, that project that the people that are involved in, Abigail suggested it. Would be good for us to, to do a project together, all of us. And I thought, wow, that's a great idea. And so I just, just offered whoever wanted to be involved in the project, and thought it would be a fun thing for all of us to do, something to do together. So that was the reason for it. And then it was also suggested that it would be good if we could somehow like make prints and donate it to charity and stuff like that. I haven't quite figured out how to do that yet, but that was a suggestion. We could do that. But originally it was just so it was a project for all of us, just to, you know, be involved in a community thing, for the ones that wanted to, you know. Yeah. So, not sure, did I answer that question? Did I answer it? Yeah, I think that's the reason why we were doing it, because it was something that we all wanted to do together. Hello, Oksana. Hello, welcome. G'day, Rob. Back again. Way to go, Nanette. I'm excited that I think I'm more excited than all of you, actually. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little video. Once I get everybody's, I'm going to do a little video about it as well. So, well, that's the idea anyway. And some have already submitted their work. I mean, it's not due in until mid-June. And oh my goodness, some of them are just fantastic. Like, I had to do a double take on some. I thought, is that the reference or is that the artwork? It was so good. Oh. I'm going to start to do the hair, I think. I haven't left the face. It's still there's still a lot more to do on the face. But if I do, but that's just so I've got the proportion looks okay. Got to touch up little bits here. But I'm actually going to start the hair. I'm going to start the hair, and then I'll come back and then I'll adjust the face as well. So this is the plan. Color hair. I had in. Wispy, what was it? Wispy? Oh, Wispy Wig. Hello, welcome, Wispy Wig. I am certainly working from a reference. I would love to say that I'm talented enough to do it from my head, but I'm not. I always need a reference because I want to make sure that I'm getting all the bits right. Well, you know, close enough anyway. I'm just trying to decide. I was thinking about the colour of her hair And the reference has got, she's a brunette, but I like there are dark bits and lovely highlights and flecks. So what I'm going to be using is Raw Umber Extra Dark, one of my faves. Yes, Steve, yes, I'm going to put it together exactly that, like a jigsaw puzzle, exactly like that. And they're all like tiled actually, but yes, I will be doing that. In an ideal world, I would have loved to have received your original work, but it's just, you know, too time consuming, and it was just, this is just like a fun project, so yeah, definitely like that. Steve, absolutely. I will, of course, I will make this available for all of the people that were involved in it. Absolutely, absolutely. Post it. Do however you like to do with it. So yes. Nanette, you know that I wouldn't. I'm not going to put red glasses on her. So funny. Okay, let me see if I can put it up. Let me see if I can put it up. Let's see if I can put her up. Bear with me just for a moment. I'll see if I can work out how to do this without losing you. I wonder if I can do that. How about if I do this? No, I shall do this. Image. Oh. How do I make it smaller? I'm getting there. There she is. That's what I'm looking at. I'll leave it up there for a little bit. Ramel, nothing exciting going on. Swimming dolphins, chasing kangaroos, karate chopping koalas. No. No. Yeah, so that's what I'm looking at. So she does look different. I've changed her lipstick. I'm changing the colour of her hair. Yeah. 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 I mean, not necessarily. I've changed. I've got her basically down, but my painting is not just of her. There will be a barn owl in this painting. She will have wings on the back of her. But I like her stance, and I like her look. But you don't necessarily have to do that. Yeah. And certainly need a lot of layers. That's for sure. And all I'm doing here is just applying some, here her hair is still here. Yeah. So it's all very loose at this point. Have a long way to go. She's there. This bit here, there. Oh, sorry. Oh, Letitia, hello, welcome. Welcome. She's got lovely, towards the bottom of her hair, it's sort of more browny. I don't have to necessarily do it that way, but let's see how we go. Definitely the top has to be darker. Yes, I'm going to give her the blue clothing because the king has blue. The king has blue clothing, and let me see. The Jack's, well, he's got hardly any clothing on. So, but there's lots of blue in that painting as well. So, yes, it will be that lovely blue. Hello, Vicky. How you going? How you going? Hi, my generous friend. Hi. So as you can see, this is really, really blotchy, but it's not going to be by the time I'm finished. I'm just placing colours here. And hopefully I've improved with my hair. Actually, what I should show you is my first one and see if there's a difference. Would you like me to show you that one as compared to this one? Should I do that? Yes, I think I should do that. All right, let's see. Bear with me just for a moment. Okay, we do that. Have I got it? Where is it? Yeah, yes, the Joker is family friendly for sure. Absolutely it is. I want kids to be playing Snap with this, so oh, I don't know if I can find it. Lindy, hello, got here at last. Hello. Yeah, just bear with me. I'm going to see if I'm going to get it. I'm just going to get it. Oh, actually, you know what, Wendy? Is it possible to put a link to the? Because I don't think it's on my. I think I've taken it off. Oh no, it might be. Hang on. Let me see. It might be here. No, it's not there. I can't find it. Or maybe. Yeah. It's not in that one. Might be in this one. It's not there. Damn it! I just can't find it. Oh my gosh. Yes. No, they haven't, but oh gosh, if you only knew. I was supposed to have it up yesterday, but I didn't. Yes, that is correct. Oh, I can't find it. I'm so sorry. Oh, it's on another. I've taken it off. It's on. Okay, one more. I'm going to try to look one more time. Where could it be now? Yeah, okay, I'm going to go to my website and I'll download it from there. Yeah. Oh, I don't even know if I might stuff that if I do that. Here we go. I think I might have it. Alright, let's see if I can do that now. Ah, jeez. Add source, image, image. I didn't save it. Did I save it? Desktop. Downloads. Oh gosh, where did it go? Okay, sorry folks. Thank you for being patient. can't seem to find it now. Yeah, no, I got it on my website, but I just tried to copy the image and I don't think it's letting me do that. That's why. Oh, I'm too scared to do that. Wendy's trying to make me do something technical, and I reckon I'm going to lose it. No, I didn't do it that way. I don't know. That doesn't work that way. I think it's all right, Wendy. I'm going to do it that way. All right. What am I going to do? I'm going to do add window capture. All right. See, look, there you go, folks. I'm actually getting window capture. Okay. And then add source. And then what do I do? Add source. Then what do I do? No, it's not working. No, it's not working. No, it's not working. Oh, it is, maybe? I don't know. It's not working. No, it's not working. I'm not going to... It's not working. Hang on. It's not working. I don't want to stuff it up. Hang on. No, I don't like that. That looks horrible. How do I get... Sources. Okay, here we go. Sources. Window capture. I've done that. Copy, then no, add source. No, it's not working. I'm not going to do it. It's not working. I'm not doing it. Cancel. It's not. Sorry, folks. I can't. I'm trying to get it, but it's just bad. Okay. All right. I can't get it. I can't get it up. But can you put the link in? Can you put the link in the? All right. Okay, like 20 minutes. She's telling me off, folks. She's just doing that. Okay. All right. Back to business. Well, that's quite interesting. That's quite interesting. Actually, Debbie, using kangaroos. Yes, that is very possible. In fact, I think with the March mashup, there is a kangaroo there. There's a kangaroo in the March mashup. And so I believe, which I'm yet to do. So I'm actually, some fantasy picture or something will be done, that's for sure. Oh, there you go, yes. All right, no. Sorry for that interruption, folks. I'll be better organised next time. Might even put it in the video and say this is what happens. There's still hair there. Yes, we're talking about, can we expect the kangaroos to have some mystical powers and backstories? It can. These characters, though, that I'm painting right now have got mystical powers and yeah, mystical powers and stories. This lovely queen, she is one of 4 sisters. She is the youngest. And I'm going to write a story about each one of these characters. Some I've already defined, some I haven't. But yes. I know. Thank you, Nanette. Thank you for hanging around. Oh, not that. This bit. Yes, yes. Now that, Steve, that would be very funny if we did that. The boxing kangaroo. I'll tell you what. I don't know if you're close to a zoo and if there are any kangaroos there. But I'll tell you what, if you come up close to a kangaroo, a male kangaroo, tell you what, it's got guns. Like he's got guns here, you know. Well, that's what we call the muscles. You know, show us your guns, and it's like the muscles, and it's all like his chest is all muscly, and man, and I think that's probably why they call it a boxing kangaroo. And of course, you know, when you see them boxing too, definitely. No. Yes, Wendy was just relaying a message about one of the artists that we follow, and they ran into a kangaroo with their car, like, you know, because it's like, you know, in the country with cows, you know, they're on the road, but you know, you normally have to stop because they move very slow. But with kangaroos, out of the bush, and you're on a road, and they'll just come out from the bush jumping, and you don't even realize it until the last minute when they're right in front of you, and you end up hitting it. Unfortunately, it's just a shame. That's happened to me as well. It is such a horrific thing to happen, and you feel so bad. But they pop out of nowhere. You don't even know that they're coming out, so you've actually got to slow down. Where if you're in kangaroo area, that is, you know what I mean, where I am. You know, we've got signs, beware of kangaroos, so I actually slow down, and they ruin your car. They do. That's all hair as well down here. What can you see? Oh, you can only see this part. Okay. Okay, I'll just get the vacuum cleaner out. Yeah, so the boxing kangaroos, they are quite tough. Scary actually sometimes. No, I don't think so. Ramel. Koalas, yeah. Koalas are worse, I think, than kangaroos. I've actually, you know, where I live, not far away, there's a property that has hundreds of kangaroos, and I've actually come up close and fed them, you know, fed them, sat down with them, and all of that. If you walk slow, you know, they're quite friendly, but you've got to be careful with the males though. I haven't come up close to a male. I wouldn't even try. But yes, I don't think they're particularly scary as I mean, you're not going to antagonize it, are you? Okay. Right. Oh, Steve, you got beware of ants, is that correct? Wendy was just telling me that. Or is that a joke? Is that real? I don't know. Is it real? It's not real. Okay. Oh my gosh, you're pulling my leg. You're pulling my leg. Pulling my leg. Oh dear. See, look, I believed you. I believed you. Oh, okay. You have a lot of ants, but not signs saying ants crossing. Okay, all right. Okay. Wow, this is extremely blotchy. That's nice. That's all right. So just figuring out where her hair is. I just want to make sure that I'm doing that. Making sure that's all in place. And there's hair here as well. Her hair is coming down here as well. She's got strands of hair. Hair here. Hair here. Hair here. And some of these here are light, so I'm going to go dark before I go light, so that's part of the arrow. This is the hair here. Thank you, Janice. Okay, if you have a look closely at her hair, if you also look closely at the other one, her face is very stark, but that's how the reference is. It's very stark, and I've changed it because I don't like how it looks in the original photograph. Here, I'll show you where is it? yeah, eyes are different here. I can see her face is, I have to fix the eyes, most definite. See, my original, but I know you're talking about, Janice, I know you're talking about my first one that I've done of this, but if you have a look at the reference, she's quite pasty. So I've decided that I don't want to have it quite so pasty. Eyes, yeah, all right. It does look wonky. Yes, it does. But I'll fix that. I'll fix that. Welcome to the stream, Bonnie. You know what? 9 times out of 10, I do announce my my live streams on Facebook. I was just so naughty I didn't do it this time, but yes, I will do it in the future. I do apologise that I didn't do it. The brushes that I'm using are called, they're just some makeup brushes, and I find that these are perfect for what I'm doing. But it's not only, I've discovered that there's a whole heap of other ones that you can try out, but these ones I found are excellent for the techniques that I do or that I use. They're soft or hard enough to pick up the pastel and apply it on the surface. And I bought them at my local supermarket. I'm sorry? Oh, the surface that I'm using is Pastelmat. Definitely my go-to paper when I'm doing pastel projects, and colour pencil for that matter as well. It's hard to say no to this surface after you've worked with it a little bit, but I'm also trying other surfaces as well to see what would be good. And here's one that I bought, or I purchased one on, and I've been playing around with surfaces, this colour pencil, and it's a mixed media. It's the 400 series, the Strathmore, and it's the blue one. There's a leopard in front, and I was playing with the PanPastels to see what effects I can get. So if you can't afford the Pastelmat paper, that's something to look at. But different techniques are applied. I can't lay, and I do have trouble. You can't layer too many times, whereas this one I like to layer quite a lot. So, but look, it does work. You can use that. You can use that surface. I use a whole heap of other surfaces as well, that the techniques I use, but mainly Pastelmat is the one that I like using my brushes. I did use my brushes with this in areas, but it was mainly with much better results with the soft tool applicators. Those, as you can see. Not so much my brush technique on here, but on here, perfect. Yeah. And of course, gently putting layers on. I'm not even putting pressure on the surface. I'm just going to go easy because I've got a lot of layers. All I'm doing now is just covering the areas where I think where the hair's going to go. Make sure I don't lose my mat. And that's part of it. Oh, that's still part of her hair in there. That's her neck. And her neck is covered by some of her hair. That's it there. That's there we go, okay. sorry. Wow, 45 layers? Did you say how many layers? 45 layers in coloured pencils, and they could have gotten many more. Oh, what surface were they using? Were they using, the only one that I could think of would be maybe UArt, and they were using perhaps maybe brush and pencil products. That could be something. Because I know that well, I know that product, and that's the product that can do that. Pastelmat, Janice. Wow. Okay, well, there you go. Thank you, Bonnie. Thank you so much. Okay, so. Oh, okay. Sorry. Oh, sorry, Janice. Can you just, was it brush and pencil yes or brush and pencil no? Yep. Sorry, I wasn't sure. It's been a while since I've put colour pencil on Pastelmat, but I have. It's been a while. Okay, so. Okay. All right, Janice. No brush and pencil. Wow. Yep, light layers. Well, that's what I'm doing here too. So. Yeah, I've got to fix the eyes. I'm looking at the eyes, and they're looking very wonky. Very wonky. Do I mix Faber-Castell colour pencil and Faber-Castell pastels? I have done it. Yes, I have done it in the past. I have done it. Do you colour mix Faber-Castell with pastels? Yes, I have done it. In fact, I've actually used Pablo's, to be honest, coloured pencils in the past. But I'm very careful in how I do it, I think. She's got a widow's peak, this one, hasn't she? There we go. Just applying colour, that's all I'm doing at the moment. And I'm just building up lighter and lighter. In fact, her hair, that shine is almost blue, so I'm actually going to start applying some of that blue on her hair at the end. yes, I find that I mix colours more so on, as you can see my little patch here, for skin colours, definitely yes, more than anything else, than hair. This is dark orange. Oh, and I just wanted to also say, Wendy and I will be live streaming together next Wednesday, our next live stream here. So a conversation with. So for those who are interested and would like to pop by, and usually on those sort of streams we talk all things art and everything else in between, I think. Okay, after I completed the base layer of PanPastels, will you continue with pans or pastel pencils or soft pastels? I will continue then with pastel pencils. I will get this pretty much probably to about 80% with my PanPastels, and then I will come in and do hopefully lovely details, but there's a lot of layers before I can do that. And the reason why I'm doing light layers with the pans is that so I can come in with detail with the pastel pencils and I haven't affected my tooth. So yeah. Love it when you two do a conversation with. That's it. Thank you so much, Lindy. We have so much fun. I gotta say, we have so much fun. We enjoy it. We enjoy that. I'm just, yeah. So funny, this part. Part is blue. The part is actually turquoise. Weird. When I pick up the pigment, there's a lot that's on the brush, so I just tap it on the bit of paper to remove the excess, and I just want to slowly build up. There you go. Didn't do that, did I? And I'm just putting where I want certain light bits to look, and I'll probably go over it a few times, again and again. There's that light bit there. Now this is really interesting because hair is something which I think I've started to improve on. Well, I think I have a little bit. So let's see how we go on this one. There's a lot going on with the hair here, so that's going to be important that I get the hair right. And I just wanted to also thank Wendy for moderating, who gives her time unconditionally to all of us with all the projects that she does and stuff like that. So for those who don't know Wendy, please go have a look at her YouTube channel and her media. There's Facebook. There are links to her Facebook, her website. So please go ahead and subscribe to her channel. She does wonderful things with colour pencil and all things art. So please go ahead and subscribe to Wendy as well. Okay. What colour? Oh, the turquoise. I've actually put the turquoise in her skin. Turquoise, there they are. Turquoise shade. This is the extra dark. You know what I find really funny? And this is the turquoise, the actual pigment. And all the other ones here are where black and white has been added. Turquoise in the shady bits, like this one. This is the turquoise tint, and because I don't want to put white, and in this situation I don't even want to put the raw umber tint, because that's not quite the shade that I want, although it's quite cool. But I think the reference here, if you notice where her hairline is, with, you know, you'll see like it's more bluey or greeny, and that's why I feel that that would be a better colour to use. So, but there will be other colours. I'm going to put actually quite a few more colours in her hair, and what I'm doing here is just outlining where I think the lights could be, and just being very gentle with my application at the moment. You don't have to necessarily use white. That's the beauty too. And I'm sure that works with coloured pencil mediums, other mediums. So this is all I'm doing. What time of the day what time of the day do I art best? I don't know, I don't really have a preference really. At the moment, because I work full time, I can only work, well, apart from now the weekend of course, but I probably would enjoy the daytime better, I would say. And I work at night because that's the time that's the only, during the week, that's the only time I can do it. Yeah, creative mostly during the daytime, I would say. Probably a lot fresher, you see. Yeah. Yeah. See where I've put all these little markings, they're more or less markings, and I'm just going slow. Markings, so definitely I will be going over them and over them and over them. But do you see what I mean when you go dark first? To go light, you should just go as dark as you possibly can first and then build. And today is just such a lovely day. It's a Sunday morning for me, Saturday night for people in the States, and I think in the UK, what would it be there? Middle of the night for the UK. Four o'clock in the morning in the UK. How do you get people all at the same time? So hard. How do you get everyone? Very hard. Who's asking that one? Who's asking that one? Oh, in my family, just got asked a question. Anyone else in my family that has artistic ability? I can probably go as far back as my dad. My dad is very creative. He works with woodwork and very creative this way. Now if we're talking my children, if we're talking brothers and sisters, my sister, if we're talking art, no, but very creative in the in needlework and stuff like that. My brother is not. My children, my eldest boy, he plays instrument. He's into music. My second son, he draws. He draws graphite mainly, but has done pastel work as well. And my youngest son is also a musician. He plays the keyboard. So I suppose that, what is it, the right side of the brain is working there. And my daughter, she's a fantastic cook, and so yeah. I must say she, although I cook I'm actually a good cook, but I think she's passing me for sure. So, that is dark in there. So there you go. Debbie says, I didn't know you had kids. Yes. I have 4 children and a grandchild, one grandchild, and one in the oven. One in the oven at the moment. There's a whole heap of hair going on here, so do I want to do that? In the reference, underneath her chin, if you can see the reference, she's got hair, but I don't like where that hair is placed. So I might just take up that inside of her cape right up to her chin. There is this bit here is her neck. That's okay, and she's got hair over her neck here, but this bit here, I might just change that. And her hair will come on top of her face here. So I'm just going to make sure that I'm absolutely 100% happy with the chin area, and then I'm going to go on top and flick hair where the arrow is around there, as you can see. Steve, I'd change it. Oh, okay, not sure. Oh, okay, not me. Janice, okay, Janice, thank you so much. Thank you so much for popping by. Appreciate your time. Okay. Dee Dee. Oh, Dee Dee. Oh, sorry, I thought Dee Dee because that's how I call Dee Dee is my daughter's name. Well, actually, my daughter's name is Aphrodite, but we call her Dee Dee. And then when Wendy says, "Oh, Dee Dee's here," and I went, "Dee Dee, that's my daughter." No, so a different Dee Dee. A different Dee Dee. Yes. Yep. Okay. Okay. Using now burnt sienna, just warm these bits down here. Although the reference has her hair very dark up here, I also want to match it, so that's going to change as well. And remembering a reference is only a guide. Some things about, sometimes when you look at a reference you think, oh, you know, it's using a bit of artistic license, I suppose. Oh, mine is D as in Diana. Okay, hence the DD. Okay, yeah. All right, gotcha. Thank you, Steve. Thank you for popping by. Thank you for your time as well. Talk soon. Okay. I'm going to use, what I'm doing here is, I'll show you first of all. I'm going to now soften all of these things. So, and I'm going to soften with the other side of the brush. And before I do that, I'm making sure that there's no pigment on, there's no pigment in the brush. Now with these brushes, oh my gosh, if you've ever tried to clean these brushes when you've been using them, you'll be there forever cleaning. That pigment just stays on those bristles. So, but anyway, let's see how we go. So I just want to soften these areas for the moment, because then I'm going to go over this. So because after all, I just want to make sure that those sorts of, the light bits, the dark bits, all of those are in there. And if I'm very gentle, I won't destroy my lines. G'day Sarah, hello, how you going? Welcome. Hope you're feeling okay today. Okay. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you. Counting my stitches. Okay, I'm going to head for bed. Good night, all. Thank you so much for popping by. Appreciate your time. Okay, let's see how we go with, might just try pastel pencils now for a bit. And a colour which I'm actually going to use quite a bit of is, where are you? Is the Bronzale, the 7/8. Although it's a grey, but it's like a blue grey. And I'm actually going to get stuck into these bits here before I go into that. And then again, I will probably soften it with this brush and then just keep on adding layers. So that's what I'm going to do. Let's see how we go. Very gently now. And I'm very loose, and I'm going to take my time. I have to take my time. Thank you, Sarah. Her name is Evangeline. That's very angel-like, actually. Name. And it's almost like she's got this part. It's just weird. Funny at the back. Do I know what my next series is going to be? Well, the plan was that I've got these little car story. I wouldn't mind doing another deck of cards as well, again. Which is interesting. But I've got some cards to do. We'll see how we go, see how I feel. Gouache, I think. Is it gouache? Evangeline, yes. I'm going Featherlight here at the moment. I will go over this again with that brush, like I said. What prompted the car stories? Very good question, Heidi. I've got a friend who started this series and abandoned it, and he said to me, and I said, are you sure you don't want to do this? And he goes, no. So I've started it. So sorry, I've taken over, but that's how that idea came to be. So and I've got one of the characters in my on my YouTube channel, here on my YouTube channel, in watercolor, actually. Yeah, in watercolor. So I was just playing around with that idea. I just wish there were more hours in a day so I could do all the things that I want to do. I always say that. I just wish there were more days to do things. Yeah. Yeah, just wish that was the case. Ramel, do I think these portraits have my, what is it, a part of myself? I think your portraits have a bit of yourself as a self-portrait. Not as a self-portrait, no. But what they do have is, I am attached to them. I am attached to them in some way. I can't put my finger on it how. I've invested probably, I've invested Wendy feels, she's telling me no. She says no. You do. There is, you do. There is me in these portraits, but I beg to differ. Ah. Oh, Heidi, funny that. You're considering drawing a car for your husband. My husband is also into motorsport. Big on motorsport. Not actually Formula One and motorbikes. The MotoGP. I don't know if you're aware of that. I am, because I listen to it sometimes. Yes. Formula One pastel would look nice, especially with racing. Yes, big Formula One guy. Yeah. Oh, look. Well, who does? Okay, Heidi. Here's a question. Who are the drivers that your husband follows or likes? I think Vettel complains a lot, if you ask me. But that's me. Hang on. I'll just have a drink of water at the moment. Excuse me just for a moment. Okay. Okay. Did you ever send a bigger version of... Okay. Yeah, no, look, that's okay. All good. No worries. Absolutely not. All good. Um, no worries, Sarah. All good. Please don't worry. Okay, Heidi, yes. Um, hmm. Okay, who would be my favorite? Bottas, yes. I like Bottas. Um, but I have to say, well, you know, I'm going for Ricardo. Um, and I know he's changed teams. I probably Lewis Hamilton is an exceptional driver, but they are in a Mercedes, you know. And I also like oh gosh, you know who I also like? The guy who's dry. I can't think of his name. He played for Ferrari last year. Or sorry, he drove for Ferrari last year. Yeah, I know him. It's at the tip of my tongue. He's the guy from Finland. Is it Finland? Oh, jeez, I can't think of it for the life of me. I know him. Oh, I've got the picture of him in my head now. I can't let go of it. No. No. What's his name? No. He's from Ferrari. He drove for Ferrari last year. Raikkonen. Kimi Raikkonen. That's right. Kimi Raikkonen. Also like Max Verstappen. Max Verstappen. Did you say Kimi? Did you say Kimi? Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh gosh, it didn't sound like it. Sorry. Yes. Yes, Max Verstappen, he's only about, oh, how old is he now? 19, 20, 20? Something like that, 20 years old. Wow, no fear. Yeah, so where's Formula One playing? Where are they now? It's usually Sundays for us here in Australia. That's where they do qualifying, I think, on the Saturdays here in Australian time. Saturdays and Sundays usually the race, and sometimes it's like in the evening when we're asleep, so it all depends on which part of the world this is. Who's going? Oh yes, in Monaco. Okay. No, you say Monaco. I say Monaco. Here we go again. Monaco. I don't think I'm going to win this argument somehow. Monaco. I can't say Monaco. It doesn't come naturally to me. It doesn't come naturally. Here we go. Monaco. Doesn't sound right. Sarah says, I could not find the bigger version. Forgot. No problems, Sarah. All good. You like Max Verstappen, Heidi? Yeah. Quite a mature fellow. Quite a mature fellow, I feel. No, wrong one. Monaco. All right. Monaco. I'm trying to... Mulatto. Oh gosh. All right. Oh dear, look, okay, fine. I talk funny, okay? We've established that I talk funny. Oh, wow, Dee Dee, you got your pencils and using soft pastels, and I finally got my pan pastels. Oh my gosh, you're going to have so much fun with these. So much fun. Okay, the pencils that I'm using here, I have a collection. I have Faber-Castell, I have Giocondas, which I'm absolutely falling in love with. I have the Bronzales. What else am I using here around? I've also used the Contis, and I've also used the Carbothellos. So to be honest, I didn't buy all of these up in one go. I slowly added to my collection bit by bit, and that's why it looks like it's a lot. But you're probably going to ask me now which one's my favourite. Tell you what, each one's... Oh, and I also use Derwents. Now, I know a lot of people don't like them. Look, the only reason why I like these is because of their colour range. So, yeah, they're not my go-to, okay? They're only my go-to if I can't get the colour that I want. Maybe these are older Pastel Pencils, Derwent ones too. Maybe they've improved. I'd like to think that they have. How do I say, Verstappen. Did I say that one? Okay. Yes, Bonnie, yes, it is a handheld vacuum cleaner. And you can ask these questions, you can ask as many questions as you like. Yes, this one is, I bought it from Amazon, and I bought it specially because it has a HEPA filter. Bestech. A HEPA filter. And now, gosh, this, what I'm trying to say is that vacuuming, blowing, tapping, what is the best? Particles in the air. We can go on and on and on. So I've chosen to use a vacuum cleaner. I have tapped. I blow sometimes, which I shouldn't. But I can't help it. It's a knee-jerk reaction. But I find that using the vacuum cleaner keeps my area clean. And so that filter, oh sorry, I got hair in my eye. That filter is washable, and it sort of blocks, maybe, the particles going through. Yeah, so I prefer to vacuum rather than blow the pastels away. Chrissy, like you, I only use the Derwent pastel pencils because sometimes the colour is just perfect. Not my go-to, pencils, but sometimes just the right colour. Absolutely, Lindy, absolutely. They've got a fantastic colour range. I just wish they'd do something with their, I don't know, the chemistry that they use to make these. I don't know. Ramel says, by the way, we are on Pastels. Rediscovered an artist whose work to me was interesting. Have you ever heard of Bertrand Jean Redon, better known as Odilion Redon. I don't know. I better check that one up. Peggy says, Chrissy, do you ever have problems with one or two of your Carpathellos? Look, no more than all the others. You know, it could be that one was dropped. Normally I don't. And sometimes I do, you know. I don't know. Has anyone had problems with theirs? It's been okay with me. Air purifier is good too. Yes, Sarah, yes. I have got a plant in here specially to purify the air in my art studio, by the way. I've got it here on purpose. And I hardly ever water it because it doesn't want to be watered. I water it about every, 3 weeks. And it's just powering. It's powering. So I've got that specifically to purify the air. And it's really strange how when I go up close to it, I can actually smell like a yucky smell. And that's just the plant just purifying all the chemicals that I have in here. Oh, the plant, I'd have to, no, I can't remember, but you know what, I'm going to take a photo of it and I'll put it on my Facebook page and find out what it is. That's what I'll do. I think I've lost the little tag thing. Hang on, let me see. Is it there? Oh no, hang on. Oh, it's still there. I'm lying. I'll be back. I'll show you. I just got to be careful. There it is there. Oh, okay. My sunlight's coming in. I'm going to put the blinds down in a minute. There it is there. Indoor, outdoor, low maintenance. Drought tolerant. Hang on. There you go. So it's a Dracaena Brazil or a Dracaena Massangina compacta, please. The modern variation of the happy plant. There you go. Hang on a sec. There we go. You could put a photo of the plant on the new Facebook page. All right, I will do that. Lindy, yes, I will. I promise I will. I promise I will. That's it. You guys are trying to keep me honest. No worries. Okay, Ramel, thank you for popping by. Appreciate your time. Bye for now. Okay. The name of the group, it's going to be Share Your Art with Xrissart. Well, I should talk about the Facebook page then. The Facebook page is going to be a place where you can share your art, and what I thought would be a nice idea would be also to share your tips and tricks with everyone, and any new techniques that you come across, and you can show us how you go about how you came about this new technique that you found. Or it doesn't have to be a new technique, it could be a technique that everyone knows, maybe a technique that was applied in your painting. But it's going to be it's a fairly relaxed Facebook page. I mean, even if you wanted to link a video on how you went about your artwork, all I ask is that you just share all things art only, and no swearing. Try to keep the page positive. And I'm also going to introduce a once a month art challenge for people that don't, or artists that don't feel inspired and don't know what to paint. So I'm actually once a month, probably about the first day of every month, is to put some royalty-free, 3 royalty-free images, and you can create a painting, a drawing, using any media. So that's pretty much what it is. It's just sharing your art and sharing your tips and tricks, and so that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so when she share your art with Xrissart, yeah. Chrissy, I have some Conti Paris that are probably close to 25 years old. Oh wow, and they sure are not smooth. Thinking they are just too old. Or it could be that the company has changed their formula in making them. Wow. Okay, that's the first I've ever heard it, because usually Contis are, still a very good pastel pencil. Are they pastel sticks, or are they pencils? Because I've also got the little sticks as well. Yeah. 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 Wow. So it's just, so this Facebook page is just basically sharing your art, a place to do that. So and I'm doing it because it's something which all of you have asked for, and I think it's a nice thing as well. And yes, and Wendy's reminded me that this is something that was asked long time ago. So I'm so sorry. Yeah. Dee Dee says they're much bigger than the others I own. Okay. Yes. Yes, you might have missed where I said treat yourself to a black and white Caran d'Ache to start with. Yes. Yes. Oh, look, I'm going to get the set. Definitely. Oh, that's definite. It's definite. Oh, wow. Thank you, Heidi. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, I don't want her to be exactly like that, and that's why I've changed the colours. But yes. Yeah, if you see the reference photo, her photo, like on the right side of her face, it's just, there's nothing there. Like, it's just white. Yeah. Yes, it's just, yeah. Just white. Yeah. Hmm. 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 Oh, wow, Sarah. Yeah, the Giocondas are nice, but lucky you getting the that whole set of 40. I said set of 40, not the whole set of 40. The Giocondas are lovely. I love them, and they are fantastic value for money, I reckon. Definite. Thank you, Komi. What time is it? Oh, I've been live streaming for 3 hours. Yes, I have. Okay, let me see. See what she looks like now. Wow. I've done quite a bit today. Thank you very much, to Wendy who's relaying the chat, and I'm just trying to get as much as I can on her done. I'm going to keep on at it, that's for sure. That's for sure. I'm going to see if I'll see how I go with, I'm going to continue off camera to try to finish her off as quickly as possible rather than a working stream or on stream, but I'll see how I go. I'm taking my time. I'm taking my time, so don't worry. Thank you so much, Sarah. Yes, thank you for streaming, Chrissy. Love watching your work. Okay, thank you so. I appreciate everyone's time. Thank you so much for hanging around and being so supportive. And I just love us. I love my art friends. Just love you all. So, and I love communicating with you and all of that so much. But I might just give myself a little rest, and I'll probably, maybe, who knows, have something to eat and then get back and get stuck into it again. But before I do that, I'm going to put up my Facebook page. So that's going to be I'm going to have a rest from this, and I'm going to do that so we can all start posting in it, I suppose. All right, well, thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Oh, don't forget, next Wednesday we're doing a conversation with, and Wendy is going to be with us. Okay, bye for now. Oh, I believe you can get the Giocondas open stock from Dakota Pastels. Wow, I didn't know that. I recently learnt about the store, and I was very pleased to see I could get my Giocondas replaced singularly as needed. That's so cool. Thank you for sharing that, Bonnie. These are the things that I'd like to be able to share on the Facebook page. So, just sharing tips, tricks, and all of that stuff, and your work. Okay, all right, gotta go. Bye for now.